One day after police officers were reintroduced into nearly a dozen public schools across New Providence, the Ministers of National Security and Education are insisting the move is vital to clamp down on violence at some public schools. The decision to place officers back in schools comes nearly a week after a male student was stabbed at A.F. Adderley Junior High School. The Education Minister and National Security Minister both made the case for reinstating officers on campuses.
And we are not going to sacrifice their future. Now, the issue of safety is a compelling one, and we obliged. We must do something to stabilize the environment.
The one thing that everyone agrees to is that the police have a place in school. The police police the Bahamas, and schools are a part of the Bahamas.
Government High is not the only public school with an officer now attached. Other senior high schools include R.M. Bailey, C.C. Sweeting, C.V. Bethel, and Doris Johnson Senior High Schools. Police officers have also been reintroduced to a handful of junior high schools, including C.H. Reeves, T.A. Thompson, and A.F. Adderley. Hannah Martin says despite criticism in the past surrounding a school policing program that was introduced under the former Christie administration, she says there is now widespread support for the more recent move.
We just need a collaborative effort of everybody in the community for us to do what we can to stabilize our young people.
Last week, Bahamas Union of Teachers President Belinda Wilson told the Nassau Guardian she would support officers in schools as she said it would provide for another layer of protection for students and teachers. As for whether campus police officers will be armed, Monroe had this to say.
How they choose to equip the police who go into the schools will be a function of their intelligence, will be a function of what they need. The photos that I saw didn't show openly armed policemen, which doesn't mean that they're not armed. It simply means they're not openly armed.
Hannah Martin says while placing officers in some schools is an immediate fix, she says officials hope it will not have to be a permanent one. Reporting for Guardian News Network, I'm Jasmine Brown.